Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ramani and I am a traveling yoga instructor. I got my yoga certification in December of 2022 and right now it is August 2024. So it's almost been 2 years since I became a certified yoga instructor, but I have been doing yoga for about 6 years before that. So it's been about 8 years that I've been practicing yoga. And 3 months ago, I decided that I wanted to travel the world and teach yoga. I was in Los Angeles at the time and I just wanted a little break from LA, so I decided to become a traveling yoga instructor. So my first job was from May to July and I was in Alajuela province in Costa Rica, and now this second job is from August to October and I am in Tamarindo, Costa Rica. For that first job from May to July, I was working at a 5-star resort and I was teaching yoga every day. I was the only yoga instructor. The job that I'm doing right now, I'm teaching yoga every other day and I'm working at an eco lodge. When I take these jobs, I don't have to pay for anything. So I don't have to pay for my living. I don't have to pay for transportation. I don't have to pay for my food. Everything is taken care of other than the flight. You do have to get your own flight, but all of your accommodations are taken care of. And since I've been traveling, I've been vlogging every single part of my journey. So I'm getting a lot of questions about how I'm able to do this and how I even landed these jobs in the first place. So that is what we're going to talk about today. But before we get into this video, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. The process that I use to land these jobs is actually quite simple. So first, I used artificial intelligence. I used AI, and the platform that I was using was ChatGPT. I would think of a place that I would want to go. So let's say I was like, okay, let's go to Greece. I would go into ChatGPT and I would type in, give me all of the resorts that offer yoga in Greece, and it would give me an entire list of resorts. From then, I would take those resorts and I would go on Instagram and type in the resort, and if I couldn't find it, I would just type in the name of the resort on Google and Google would give me the Instagram, and then I would go on Instagram and I would DM the resort. When I send a DM to a resort, I tell them who I am. So I say, hi, my name is Ramani. I tell them what I do. I teach yoga. I tell them where I teach yoga, and I tell them what I want, and what I want is to come teach yoga at their resort. And even before I was a traveling yoga instructor, when I was trying to land my first job, I was calling myself a traveling yoga instructor in the DM so that they would know I want to come to you. So even though I didn't have a traveling job yet, I would say, hi, my name is Ramani. I'm a traveling yoga instructor. I want to teach there. So in their mind, they're like, okay, she's a traveling yoga instructor, even though I technically wasn't at the time. And at the end of the DM, I will always ask for an email. So I would say, is there an email that I could contact for further information or to send a formal proposal? And they would typically give me an email to contact. Now, obviously, there are going to be more no's than there are yeses. When I was trying to land my first job, I sent 100 DMs and about 10 responded back. So maybe like 90 didn't say anything. About 10 responded back, and out of those 10, I got 2 yeses, and that was the first job and then this job right now. But just because you send an email doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get that position, because some resorts will give me the email on Instagram, but then they never respond back to my email even though I follow up. So just because you get the email, you really have to like stay on the resort to respond back to you sometimes, but sometimes they'll just respond back. Like these 2 jobs that I got, they responded back immediately. And I honestly just think that was by the grace of God, because I think both of these places needed yoga instructors at the time that I was trying to come there. For the first resort, we did a Zoom interview and it was about 20 minutes long. And then for this second job at the Eco Lodge, they just kind of took my word that I was a yoga instructor. And like I said, I sent my social media, I sent my resume, so they knew that I was a yoga instructor, and we did an interview. And if you're new to my page, I talk about Instagram a lot, and I talk about how Instagram has changed my life because it's given me opportunities that I didn't even know were possible. And I feel like that in this instance as well, because I formulated or optimized my Instagram profile to where it looks like a portfolio if somebody's looking at it. So you don't even need to really interview me. You can see me doing yoga, you can see me teaching classes. Like I have that all lined up on my Instagram, so I really just thank Instagram for even having that platform, because I feel like that was something that really got me in the door. Because if you don't really have a good Instagram and you don't have anything to show for it, like, you can send a separate portfolio, but it's just easier for me to have social media. I really felt like that was able to get me the jobs internationally without even meeting the heads of the resorts. I make a lot of videos about Instagram on here, so I will link some of those down below so you can watch them. And then I also just dropped my brand grow and monetize Instagram course, and it takes you through literally everything: finding your target audience, optimizing your profile, growing your platform, just so if you want opportunities like this, you can have an Instagram that says, hey, I'm a business professional, you know, I'm a yoga instructor, I'm a dance instructor. Whatever job you are seeking to land, it will show that you are that. So if you want to download that course, I'm gonna leave it down below. And I've gotten a lot of good feedback from the course. A lot of people are getting great opportunities just off of changing their Instagram. I'll leave everything down in the description box. I really hope that this video helped you, but if you have any questions that you feel like I did not answer, you can always leave those down below and I will definitely get back to you. And I want to say I covered everything. I told you how to reach out, and typically you just reach out, and if they already have a yoga program, like they already have live-in instructors, then you don't have to pay anything because you're living there and you're working in exchange for staying there. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if this video was helpful, and I will see you in my next video.